There we go. Oop. There. Sorry. All right. Get my chat out. There it is. All right, cool. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Dumb Ways to Die. Oh, hold on, I forgot to do something real quick. 1 second. I gotta mess with my webcam a little bit. There we go. Cool. Welcome to Dumb Ways to Die, like I said. And I hope you had a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah. And happy holidays all around. And yeah, we're back. After my, I didn't stream on Tuesday or Wednesday last week because of family obligations. But it's Monday, and that means it is time for Quest for Infamy. Woo! And I'm excited because last time we finally found, I found a new place to explore. I found a thing that I've been looking for friggin' ever. Namely, this lovely glowing fungus. Which I'm going to use to capture some fireflies eventually. But first, let's finish exploring this place.
The trees grow tall and straight here, and are of a different variety than the ones you've seen near Volksville. The path travels from the east to the south amongst the trees here. The ground rises sharply here. It's too steep to climb up. You enter this beautiful clearing, and you see some very odd trees at the end of the corridor blocking your path. You swear they could have faces.
You begin to think that maybe Armand slipped you something in that notorious Jundarian weed he sells.
Which I haven't bought any of. Ooh, you know what? I bet those are Kaiser trees. I bet that's where I get that wood that nomad guy wants, or hermit guy wants.
This grove has an exit to the north and to the west, and some colourful flowers and shrubs grow amongst the tall trees. There's a small stream here.
I'm gonna drink it.
You take a swig of water from this little stream. It tastes of dirt slightly, but otherwise it's quite refreshing. This treant looks to be an old and wise tree, which probably means he's an expert on bark and squirrel poop. This treant doesn't look quite as old as his friend. He looks a bit dopey, actually.
Well... Hi, guys.
What the hell?
Hey, let's not beat around the bush here, kid.
Oh my god! I can't believe you just said beat around the bush.
Look, I wasn't trying to be funny or ironic. I was just talking to this kid. Hey, you, kid. You deaf or something?
Yes, I did not hear you at all.
Can't hear a thing. He used to play in a band.
Ha ha, kid, very funny.
Why are you calling me kid?
Cause compared to me, you are a kid.
He's over 211 years old.
Not to brag, but yeah, I made it over 2 centuries. And with the mouth on me, I'm surprised. So, what the hell are you doing in our garden?
Nothing.
That's not going to happen.
We're very protective of our garden, you see. We don't just let people walk around if we can help it.
Okay, what are you gonna do about it then? Ah! I got a new keyboard, and I'm still getting used to it. So, pardon me if I make weird typos that I don't normally make.
Oh there, wood traveler. No passage for you.
Yeah, no passage for you. like he said.
Please? Pretty please?
Well, some people call this the 99-acre woods. Others just call it the North Woods. The Killingtons used to call it their private forest. We call it home. Well,
Oops.
we can't all talk. Lodemir and I can. Everyone else is just too wooden. Wooden? Get it, kid?
Nope.
This is our clearing. If you want to get by, you gotta strike up a deal with us.
I like deals.
Well, I was hoping you'd ask. Me and Lodemir, we're conservationists. We want to preserve the beauty of the woods.
Yeah?
But those ass clowns in the South Woods run that place like it's a lumber yard. There's a special kind of pine that only grows down there. We need you to bring us a pine cone from one of the trees down there so we can reseed it up here and ensure it doesn't disappear.
Way ahead of you.
Sounds like a plan.
Well,
Yeah?
but come back anytime, kid.
Oh, well, that's nice of you.
Go and bother Cardigus and leave me alone.
Alright, well, I just so happen to have this pine cone you were asking about right here in my pocket. I don't know how I fit it in my pocket because it's freaking huge. It's like half the size of me, but here you go.
Well, Lodemir, would you look at this nice young man?
Yep. Fan of nature he is. Good conservationalist.
You hand the pine cone to Cardigas.
Wow, my word. Have you ever seen anything so pretty?
Never!
Well, time to do what it's time to do.
Cardigas shoves the pine cone into his mouth and crunches.
Oh, so good.
Hey, you said you would share.
I forgot.
Ugh,
Oh.
you jerk.
Deal's a deal, kid. We'll let you through now. We're gonna have a sleep and get this pine growing. Try not to disturb us for a few years.
Us, he says, as though he's not the one who just ate the whole thing. Alright, well, cool, that was easy.
This tree, he's a big dude. You really don't want to touch him. He's a big... Don't bother this guy, he's asleep and you like it that way. They're asleep and won't bother you, so don't bother them and everyone will have a great time.
Sounds good. Off I go. One sec. Oh, okay. Alright.
You've come to a nice little place just outside the 99-acre woods. You can see the chasm where the great river Silmerwind runs down, heading towards the bridge. There are some beautiful bushes and shrubberies here. You wonder who got suckered into bringing these out here for someone.
A shrubbery!
These trees are lovely, simply lovely. I'm glad I can share my thoughts with you.
Thanks. I mean, that's your job. You're the narrator. That's pretty much all you do.
I am a rock. I am an island. It's a rock, man.
Singing narrator. Always good.
The water rushes gracefully between the two walls of the chasm here. You arrange the shrubberies in a delicate manner, showing that you might just have the hands of a shrubist. Might be an alternate career choice if you ever settle down and go legit.
My name is Roger the Shrubber. Hey, Chad.
Whatever you try.
I should probably save after I did that deal with the tree ants. Can I go this way? Nope, apparently I cannot. But I can go this way, I'm pretty sure. Whoa. Oh, I bet I know where this is.
You are at the foothill of a small mountain on the northern border of the Valley of Krasna. The great river runs behind the mountain, and an old fortress sits on top.
An old column from some structure still stands over here. You are at the rocks meet the ground in a completely boring and inconsequential way. Aren't you glad you know that?
Very. Well, I was wrong about the Kaiser trees, though. I wonder where those are, then.
These stairs climb up the side of the mountain and towards the arches in the distance.
In fact, I think these arches were on the opening screen when I started this game tonight, so that's appropriate that I found them.
You see some odd-looking arches in the distance.
God, this music is freaking me out.
You are at the...
Love it. So spoopy. Oh gosh. Well, that looks promising and welcoming and inviting.
The path winds up the mountain, where you can now see the arches on it more closely. These don't look too old, and you think the stone was dragged here. The path winds up the mountain towards the citadel at the top. These are impressive. The seams on them are well done, and they're covered in interesting runes. You notice the intricate runes here. They look like they can be moved.
Oh.
This is some kind of magic force field. Don't ask me how it works, but it keeps your ass out from beyond the arches. The path... Don't mess with the force field. You'll have to turn it off some other way.
Oh, this is probably where I should have written down that that passcode from the library. Can I just go around? Look, the path just goes right around it. Oh, come on.
You're stopped by a mysterious force, and you can go no further.
Aw, doesn't, like, vaporize me or anything. That's unfortunate.
You decide to take a closer look at the runes.
Oh, gosh. Rotate the rune. Huh.
Nothing happened. This must not be the right pattern. Better try again.
Interesting. Okay, well, I don't think I have the information I need for that, so we're gonna have to come back here later. But that's okay.
You touch the column, but nothing happens. You try with...
Actually, I think what I'm gonna do... where is my map? Map.
You pull out...
I want to be... well... Yeah, technically
head
I
off.
want to be there. Because I need to find their fireflies. Hey, Mucklefort! Also, let's go ahead and put the fungus in the jar while I have it.
You put the glowing fungus inside the jar, and it gently begins to glow.
Not particularly.
This is a jar with glowing fungus in it.
But I mean, on the upside, like, there's more of a focus on toilet humor than there is on casual misogyny, so at least it has that going for it. I mean, not that that's any, like, different than before. I still don't know how to get in here without being overpowered by the smell. I tried using the perfume, but that didn't do anything. Let's see, the fire... Oh, I think I'm going the wrong way, actually. I think the fireflies were somewhere else. Where were the fireflies? Oh, they were near the farm. That's where they were. Okay, hold on. they were actually over this way,
You head off.
I think. Of course, I might be dead wrong, and I'm just wandering around like a fool. Actually, God, I don't remember now. Oh, there they are. Perfect. Yes, this is what I want.
F. Try.
I can't even...
You see a bunch of glowing fireflies gathered here.
Wow.
You catch a bunch of fireflies inside the jar and quickly put it away.
Excellent. Yay, fireflies.
This jar is filled with fireflies.
Alright. Now, finally, it may be time to explore that swamp.
You put
And that's up here somewhere. Can't really...
You head up.
Oh, there's a dude. Hello. I'm gonna fight you, because why not?
You could.
Yeah, and I do have a new sword, so combat should be easier now, which is nice.
Searching.
Alright, yes, I believe the swamp was over this way. Oh, hello. Fight me!
You could feel.
Yes.
That's how it's done. Searching.
Here we go. I wonder if I have to, like, keep the fireflies fed or something.
You have reached.
Of course. I like how there's no, confirmation prompt for deleting save games. But, whatever. I could just use the swamp. Stealing stuff? Stealing things? Alright.
It's pitch dark.
Yep.
That doesn't. You open the jar and release the fireflies.
Oh.
They fly out, and suddenly the swamp is bright enough to see in. pretty cool.
I was expecting to like to use the firefly jar like a torch or something. But I'll take this. Woo! Let there be light. Wow, it's cool.
It's a swamp. There's some gnarled old trees growing up into a canopy overhead, which doesn't allow for much light. There's few living plants here. The worst part of this place is the stink. This place smells bad. A combination of rotten plant matter, stagnant water, and noxious gases. It's more of the foul-smelling water that's everywhere in this swamp. These are the ugliest flowers you've ever seen.
Give me some.
You don't want the flowers.
Oh, come on.
You try with... A tree has fallen here, obviously a long time ago, as it's pretty rotten and hollow now. Whatever it...
Alright, so can I go anywhere? Or am I just gonna immediately... Okay, I can wade in the water, that's good. Where am I going, though? There's like nowhere to go. Oh.
You've moved deeper into the swamp and it really is starting to stink now. In fact, you're concerned your clothes will never lose the smell. They're short, green sticks of growing plant matter. God, just get on and play the game, would you?
Hey, this is how I play the game. Shut up, don't judge me.
Whatever.
If you didn't want me to look at them, you shouldn't have made a hotspot for them.
The way east is blocked by what appears to be the side of a mountain. You've moved... The rocks are too steep and too slippery to climb. Nice thought, though.
Ooh. Ooh, a spiderweb.
A spider has been busy at work creating this nest. It makes you appreciate the effort these creatures put into their work. The feeling passes, and you feel normal again. It's not so much a path as it is more solid ground in the water sections. Some ugly flowers grow here. Whatever. You play around. There's no reason to take the spider web.
Sure there is. Could be a spell component or something. Oh, that's cool.
An old wagon wheel, now submerged in this corner of the swamp. You wonder why a wagon would be there in the first place, or if some idiot just rolled a wheel here. The swamp is deeper in this spot. The water is a murky green, and honestly, it friggin' stinks. In no way would you drink that water. You can't take the wheel. It's too big, it's sunk into the muck, and you don't have a reason for needing it.
Can I drown in it? Can I just walk into that water? Oh, come on. Ooh. That's cool.
The plants grow here despite the lack of sunlight. The way north is blocked by what must be a mountain of some sort. Some poor bastard died here. Time and whatever animals infest this god's forsaken place have stripped him down to the bones. The plant, it's an old rusty grate on that old rusty sewer pipe. You think nothing good could come from either. The plants grow... You don't need any of his bones.
Aw.
The grate is crusted shut. You're going to need something to help get this open.
Well, this looks like a job for my crowbar.
You break out your trusty crowbar and work your magic on the grate. You pull on the grate. Crowbar did the trick. The grate opens like a charm.
Cool. Sewer
There's
level.
a sewerage pipe which empties out into the swamp. At least that's what you assume it is.
This is gonna be gross. And I'm probably gonna hate it. Ah.
There's a suit. Vowing to hold your breath forever, you crawl into this miserable excuse for a sewage pipe.
At least it's not a taxi.
That is a gelatinous cube.
It's a gelatinous cube. Don't be fooled. Though it looks like a giant harmless cube of jelly, it's a foul beast that will suck you inside and dissolve you.
Can I fight it?
You're in a very large and impressive looking sewer system. You think this must connect with that fortress on the hill above, but it's definitely larger and more impressive than a place like that would need. You're in.
Oh, okay. I just walk right past it.
You're in a very.
Wow.
You're in a very. Seriously? This thing is dangerous. You could lose a fist in there. You have nothing to say to that.
Can I
Going
fight this?
against all advice regarding gelatinous cubes, you attempt to attack it.
Roar! Oh god. Oh. Don't get too close to a gooey cube filled with skeletons. Well, that's rad.
At least it's.
I wonder if I even have anything that I can... I mean, can I just walk right past it? It seemed to be perfectly okay with me just, like, leaving it alone. Would you like an apple?
Whatever you're.
Any spells I could use? I can't attack it from a distance. Maybe it's, can I fear it?
What a waste of time that was.
Oh, guess not.
As you're about to enter the tunnel above, you hear voices coming from that direction. A lot of voices. You decide not to go in. As you're...
Well, it apparently doesn't care as long as I don't attack it. Oh, no, there we go. Okay. If I get too close, it'll dissolve me. But, yeah, I can just walk right past it if I need to. Which is cool. Alright. Cool. What's the traditional way to deal with a gelatinous cube? I'm actually not sure. As far as, like, D&D is concerned. Do I use, like, fire on it or something?
Vowing...
At least it's.
Do I have anything I could use on it? A stick? A fish? You want a fish?
Whatever you're...
Empty flask?
Whatever you...
Can I collect some of the gelatinous cube? Oil? Will oil dissolve the gelatin?
Whatever-
No. I don't think I have anything that, would work on that. Alright, well, let's just leave.
Yay! Off through the disgusting sewage pipe. Joy.
Alright, bye. It probably has... I put that shield or something. I put that shield inside it. Maybe, might be something I need. Actually, ooh! Yes! No! That shield inside it is probably the key to the Killington's crypt. So I'm sure I need to destroy that thing at some point. But I don't know how.
An old tree has fallen here over a putrid stretch of swamp.
That looks like a geyser tree to me.
Oh.
Nice. Now I won't get my boots wet either.
Oh, sweet. Oh, and I have a saw.
It's the same as the rest of the swamp. Green, stagnant water.
That sure is that's a Kaiser tree, then you're exactly what I need.
You can't break off the branch with your bare hands. You should find some better tools. This limb of the tree is probably your best bet for cutting a branch off of.
Excellent. Where is my saw? There it is.
You try to saw off the branch, but your saw is too rusty. It just won't cut.
Well, that's what I have oil for.
You rub the oil all over the rusty saw. It should work a little bit better now.
Excellent.
You use the saw to cut off the limb from the Kaiser tree.
I don't think that's how saws work. Whap, whap. Whatever, I'll take it.
This is a bit of Kaiser wood. You wonder why it's so special. Then you realize you have better things to ponder.
It's definitely not how saws work. Can I not go this way? Why not? Oh, there we go. It's okay.
The swamp water has dropped a short way down to leave some solid ground you're using as a path.
I mean, it's an indie game. What do you expect? I mean, I shouldn't say that. Some indie games are really, really well polished, but...
The water is putrid. It smells like a rodent got shoved up an ogre's ass. Dried, got crapped out, and then thrown upon.
Jesus.
You are never going to drink this water. You play around.
Excuse me. Glad there's no monsters lurking around in the swamp. So far, at least. Oh, that's cool.
There's a lantern hanging from a chain wrapped around that tree.
Can I have it?
It's a foul-looking and smelling swamp water. This swamp just seems to go on forever, and its smell will probably last in your clothes just as long.
The lantern is chained securely to the tree. You could probably get it off if you really wanted to, but damn if it seems just like a lot of work.
Yes, and my laziness will always outweigh any other choices, apparently. It's a nice landmark, if nothing else.
A large stump sits here in the swamp, hollowed up by the passage of time. Whatever. This area of the swamp sits above the stagnant water and makes a somewhat solid path. This water is stagnant and it stinks. I mean, it really stinks. This flower is one of the few spots of color and beauty in the swamp.
Ooh, that means I want it.
You don't need to take the flower,
No.
just stand back and admire it.
Damn it. Shrooms.
Some toadstools are growing under the shadow of this old tree. You don't need toadstools.
Sure I do. Everyone needs toadstools. Oh, okay. Just back there again. What's up here? Nothing up there? Okay. Hey, hi there, sparrow grass. Oh, okay, this is the entrance, I think, where I started. Or somewhere near where I started, anyway. And then, let's see what's down here. Oh, no, that's the entrance. Okay. That works. Cool. Well, I got the Kaiser wood, so that's awesome. Alright. So. I guess I should probably go back to town and sleep before I do anything else.
You pull up. You head off. You climb.
Also, actually, I'm gonna go to see if I can find the pub real quick. Because there's supposed to be a someone in the pub, and I've not seen him so far. Japsworth, that was his name. He apparently has a bunch of stories to tell, but every time I've been in the pub, I haven't seen him. But I haven't been in the pub at night, so he might just only show up during the like actual night instead of just evening. Oh, God damn it! I kind of hate this town. The pub is up this way. Oh, here we go. Okay, there he is.
Walking into the bar, you see the usual drunks. The old man standing at the bar, who you've not seen around before, shouts to the room.
I have returned.
Good for you.
No shit, Japsworth. You've been sitting there drinking for an hour. We didn't realise you'd left.
I was gone from this cursed land for 6 months this time.
It's like you never left.
I only came back to warn you, good people.
Here we go again.
Scoff all you want, lads. You know it to be true.
Tell us again about the ghost, Martin.
Just a moment. Kit, whiskey.
Whiskey? Are you mad? Do you remember last time?
If I'm gonna be talking, I'll be needing it.
Coin first, Martin. You know the rules.
Story time.
Hey there, young fella. What's the good word?
Flibberty Gibbet.
Hello there, stranger. I'm Martin Japsworth, professional adventurer and all-around man of intrigue and mystery. Pleased to meet you.
You can call me Rowan. Pleased to meet you.
It's always a cold night in Volksville, ever since the day.
Toby Jones. Don't know that name.
You don't know of the curse of the Killingtons?
I mean, yes, I do know, but no,
Well,
tell me about
son,
it.
if you buy me a drink, I'll tell you a story of such tragedy, such despair, such mystery. You won't be sorry, I promise.
Actually, I guess I don't really know the full story, do I? I just know bits of it. Detectorist. Never heard of it. Sorry.
Well, I won't say no to a whiskey if you're buying. Well, boy, this starts over 50 years ago, when I was just a young boy. My father, God rest his soul, was the butler and caretaker of the Killington family for years. And for years, the Killington family was good, happy, and prosperous. They were the richest people in Volksville.
Yeah, it is kind of similar. It's not quite the same font, but it is kind of reminiscent of it, isn't it?
Old Jarvis Killington had made good money in shipping and trade, and he built his family the largest and finest mansion, just outside the town of Volksville. In the town, he helped develop Killington Square, built all the posh homes there, and fixed up the big fancy bank. Actually was the heartbeat of the town, sponsoring all kinds of fairs and events. He was a good man, and my family prospered along with them. We lived in a small cottage just outside the main mansion. My father loved the Killingtons like they were his own. Jarvis, however, got a bit of wanderlust as he got older and the riches grew. He wanted a new challenge, so he took up travel and adventuring. He used to leave for months at a time, and always returned with some new exotic trinket from far-off lands. And the tales he told, they kept this young boy on his toes. He came back energized after each trip, except for his last. There's so much more, and I could remember it, but alas, my drink is empty.
Oh well, I'm just gonna have to buy you another one, aren't I? Oops. Sorry, I'm gonna put my fingerless gloves on and its sleeves messing with me. There we go.
I could most certainly tell you more about that if you'd be kind enough to wet my whistle with another fine whiskey.
If you insist.
Don't fall for his crap. You're just fresh blood for him to babble to and get free drinks from.
Eh, so what?
Shut up, Olaf. Your wife smells like cow manure.
Jeez.
That's because I smell like cow manure, and we sleep together.
Point conceded. Point conceded, old chum.
Oh, okay.
Well, I won't.
Alright, next story.
When he came home from his last trip, something was different and wrong.
Oh, he's wearing the helmet of the famous adventurer from Quest for Glory. Well, from that we see in Hero U, really. Not so much Quest for Glory itself.
He looked drawn and pale, and the treasure he came home with, well, it was kind of weird. He called it the Eye of Jaeger, and he seemed obsessed with it. He'd stay up in his room for days with it, never leaving. His whole family became concerned, and when he would come out, he'd ramble incoherently about many different arcane things, stuff best not spoken of.
Ooh, I love stuff best not spoken of.
I heard some once, and it was like listening to something from the depths of hell. He was going mad. My father was very scared for him. I was scared. Life with the Killingtons was all I knew. It got so bad that his eldest son and heir, Jarvis Jr., left the home, saying he couldn't live with a demon-possessed and a jewel-obsessed man. No one knows what happened to Jarvis Jr. either. It was said he went up north to the Kingdom of Yara to start anew, but no one's heard or seen from him since.
Should not be seen or heard from him.
Things got worse for the poor Killington family after Jarvis Jr. left, and more odd things occurred. I remember it well, but I would remember it better with a refill on my whiskey. Something had a hold on him. It wasn't good. We should talk some more over a drink, right, Sonny?
Yep.
Well, I won't. Well, see, my father was so loyal that he wouldn't leave, even when Jarvis started looking like a living skeleton, and his whole family took sick. My father took sick too, but he'd never show it. He was too proud.
Yeah, 28 drinks later. There's more to this story, thud.
The house fell into disarray. Jarvis wandered the halls, screaming like a madman. His wife and daughters took to hiding in the study and locking the doors. There was madness there, and whispers of the strange gem he brought home.
I wonder why they didn't leave. Ooh. Oh,
I was little,
terrifying.
but I heard about the gem, how it had no equal, how it was priceless, and they called it the Eye of Jaeger. though it was the final act that really threw a wrench into my life. The fire, the horror, the horror.
Ooh. More whiskey. Ooh.
His eyes trail off, as if lost in his memory.
The fire? It took the whole family. All of them. Burned alive. Locked in the house. And my father tried to save them, but the flames were too great. The last thing he saw was the insane smile of Jarvis Killington. I don't think I can drink enough to forget the screams.
You want another whiskey?
Well, so yes, all that happened, and it was terrible. But did I ever tell you about the time I fought the bulls in the Colosseum of Nausicaa?
Well, no, you definitely have not.
Well, Sonny, you are in for a story.
Oh boy.
When I left this godforsaken place, I used my powers I gained from the grimoire I stole from Jarvis to magically be able to beat bulls. Beating bulls is a magical power. Its power comes from beating bulls. So you have to beat bulls to be able to beat bulls. You see what I mean? It's like a circular power. It's amazing. It's just like you. You're like the best man ever. I hear you beat bulls too. We should start a team.
I've never beaten a bull in my life. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was great talking with you. I'll be in town for a while. Let's talk again.
Sweet. Well, that was cool. Yeah, the awful waffle walker. I love the. Oh, hey, who are you?
Hey.
Oh, it's you. I remember you.
Hi, strange lady, standing in the dark at night. You're not suspicious or anything.
Please, I'm as harmless as a fly. If I wanted to hurt you, I'd have done it by now.
If you wanted to hurt me, you'd tell me we were somehow related.
Wow.
Well, we're not. But we do have something in common.
What's that?
Well, we both know something about the curse of the Killington family.
What? That story old Japsworth is raving on about? That's hogwash.
Not necessarily. There is much truth in what he says.
That there was a mansion and it burned down. I saw that with my own eyes.
Yes, that, and there really is such a gem known as the Eye of Yager.
Really? Is it in a museum?
No, it's lost. As lost as the entire Killington clan.
Lost, eh?
Yes, lost. But perhaps not gone.
Mysterious. So why should I care?
A gem like that is beyond value. I think someone like you might be interested in that.
Yeah, then I assume someone found it long ago.
No, it's been missing since the mansion, and all of the Killingtons inside of it burned to the ground.
Lovely. You don't know I'm going to dream about fires, gems, and a burning family. Remind me to thank you and Japsworth sometime.
Don't dream of that. Just think about it. You could recover something like that and slip away quietly.
Yeah, so why are you offering me any kind of help?
She didn't really offer him any help, did she?
I noticed you the other day at the town gates. You seemed like someone who could pull off something like this. And yes, it will benefit me if you do. But I will tell you of that later.
Of course you will.
She slides her arms back, and the cloak that covers her opens a little, revealing a little of the skimpy outfit beneath.
Whoa there, kitten. I appreciate the thought, but it's not doing a thing for me believing a story about some stupid gem.
See, this is good. He at least has a brain in his head.
Look, I'll be back tomorrow. Why don't you go do a little research on what I've been talking about? The Killingtons, the Eye, etc. And we can discuss things another night.
Well, I suppose. If you're buying a drink.
Just be here. I'd recommend starting at the Library of Tyr.
Okay, that sounds logical.
And for a token of my gratitude in this matter, here's 50 blyes.
Well, I can't turn down a pretty lady paying me, can I?
If all goes well, there will be plenty more from us. Now, when you go looking, keep this word in mind. Sentai.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I've heard that word somewhere before in this game, and I don't remember the context. I'm gonna go ahead and write that down if I can find... Where did my notepad go? Ah, there it is. Sentai.
Sendai? What?
Yeah, Power Rangers.
No, Sentai. Trust me.
Sentai team.
Well, I had to say this has been interesting, Miss,
Just call me Kiana.
Absolutely. Good night, Miss Kiana. Well, I'll just stay in town a few days. Wait till they fix the bridge. Catch a ship. Ooh, boy. Oh, I'm in deep now. I'm talking to myself.
Yes, you are. All right, let's go. Let's go to the inn and sleep, and then we'll go to the Library of Tyr tomorrow. I think I already went there and read what she's talking about, but I'm a refresh myself because I wanted to go there anyway to see if I can remember. Or rather, the book that I read had like a phrase that I wanted to write down because I forgot what it was.
Hi, hello.
Nothing I can do out of you.
You try with...
Oops. Stairs. And sleep.
You decide. You sleep until it's now morning.
Day 7.
You're stuck.
I'm going. I wonder what the death message looks like if I starve to death in this game. I wonder if it's possible to starve to death in this game. I'm assuming it is.
You sit down.
Here's your meal, Mr.
Looks lovely.
You wolf.
Food me, please. Thank you, goodbye. Did I not go through that way? Oh, okay. I guess it's this way. For some reason I thought that was an exit, but I mean, it kind of looks like one. All right. So
You pull up.
map.
You decide.
Head to Tyr real quick. Ladies. Oh, who are you?
This flamboyantly dressed young man looks like he's happy to be here.
Brandon T? T? Or is that a C?
You reach out to the man and suddenly...
Oh!
Hey, I'm Brandon. I'm really excited to be here.
Obviously.
Tyr is the best city in all of Lenaria.
I bet these people who are these like randomly showing up people are probably like Kickstarter backers who like backed to the level to be in the game, to be an NPC.
You reach...
That's awesome.
Hey!
Well, that was fun. Which way is the library? Is it this way? No. No, that's the barracks. I think it's over here. Yeah, that's the library.
You pick around the art of tobacco. You read a bit of this and make a note to ask Armand about. You also read a fun fact.
Oh!
Gnolls absolutely love to smoke.
I forgot about that.
It's their favorite pastime, next to guarding their treasure.
Oh, God.
You
okay.
put the book back on the shelf.
I should do that. That's what the smoke shop is for, to buy something for the Gnolls.
You pick up a user's guide to alcohol. As you read this book, you think the author, Steve Patrick, may have been you in a previous life. You put the book back on the shelf. You pick a user's you read a bit of this and make a note to ask Armand about Ken Mattyleaf and the famous Sir Davis of Romario blend. Apparently Sir Davis is very rare and expensive. You also read you put the You browse the here's one, the definitive guide to Quest for Infamy. How to complete the game in under 50 hours. You browse here's one, Joda Cast, the fruitless search for a bequest. Here's one, Texas. Was it a real place? Here's one, Texas. Here's Texas. Romeo and Juliet, the missing chapters. Click to proceed. A book of tellable tales. The amazing exploits of Sean R. Mills, legend, warrior, and lover.
I think Sean Mills is part of the dev team.
Here's Texas. Where
was that book on
Here's one. Beans are a musical fruit.
Where's that book on the Killingtons?
Boring.
Here's bean. Here's prostitution. Getting bang for your buck.
Boring.
Black.
Boring.
Here's is the king really dead? Here's beans. Here's what crap. We all do it. Where the hell is Roger Wilco? Here's hair metal bands of the new age. Here's beans. Here's bean. Here's how to spot a yellow-breasted crow in Lenaria.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the librarian. First, I want to see if
romantic poetry for the age of loss.
I want to see what else I can find on the bookshelves first.
Where the here's is the king. Here's here's hair metal. Here's bean. Here's crap. Hair metal. Here's hair metal. You brow. You pick a use as you pick it's fascinating.
Tattoos.
You read about a tribe of people to the west who mark their life rituals through body tattoos. Apparently, the women are required to get a tattoo above their tailbone if they bed more than 50 men. You put the book.
Stupid.
It's fat. You put.
Welcome back.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Oh, there's more.
Ah, the Killington family. Sad and tragic story, really. They actually paid for a whole wing of this library to be constructed, the Killington wing. We do have several volumes about the history of the family itself, right up until their bloodline died out. Talk to Gareth over in Section F.
Oh, right. I think it was that guy who showed me the book that I wanted to read.
If I recall, there's some kind of monastic order from the northeast. Section S. Ask Gareth, as always, for help. I don't believe I know anyone like that.
Such a stick and poke. It took me a minute to get that.
You know, I did hear a rumor that he was the only member of the Killington family to escape. He left the home just before the Great Fire.
I only recently learned the term stick and poke, so if I hadn't known that, I wouldn't have gotten that at all.
I know a little about runes. Mostly older tribes used to use them before writing became standardized. Some religious orders and cults still use them out of respect for tradition.
Yeah, like the Moroi.
Oh, yes, Moroi runes are fascinating. In fact, I know of a book about them. Take a look here, and see if it helps.
Thanks, Joven. I appreciate that.
Glad to be of help. Just remember that bit about the last rune in a phrase. Just flip the symbol to make the statement end with a period, as opposed to a question mark.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Runic cuneiform in writing used by the Moroi, Dr. J. Pattison. I believe that's a reference to the artist who does the portraits in this game. The runes of the Moroi are notable in that to make a sentence interrogative instead of declarative, one only has to position the final rune of the statement upside down. Is there water? Okay.
Oh, yes, my. If I can recall from my
Someone from
readings,
Bulgaria.
that's one of the Sentai's prize symbols of their order. One of the 3 eyes of God.
Suddenly switched me to talking to someone else. That's weird.
Goodbye for now.
There. You.
Oh, yes. We have 5 volumes. Do you know which one you need?
No.
Well, honestly, the family history is huge. You could try skimming if you like. There is a family tree on page 40 of Volume 1, and the most recent history is contained in the last 500 pages of Volume 5.
Cool. The History of the Killington Family by M. Jacob Shaw. Jarvis Killington and his family died in a horrific accident, the lurid details of which I will not detail here. They were found dead in their home, and the manor was burned for being cursed. The line of their family ends here, and the remnants of their vast fortune and treasures have been rendered unto the earth. Their family crypt stands in Volksville Cemetery, spelled wrong, just north of their former home. Jarvis Killington and family. It's like a stock photograph of some Victorian, well, not Victorian, but I don't know what era that is. Killington Manor before fire. Daves Killington I and Agnes Loopgate Killington, John Killington, Ariana Freight, Ellen Killington Forrest, Charles Forrest, Jefferson Killington died in battle. It's true. I used to work in a library myself, and yes, I tried to be more helpful than that. I wasn't a librarian, but yeah. Walker Killington, Gertrude Beth, Donna Killington, Sarah Hummel. That's interesting. Lydia Killington, Samuel Agan, Lynn Killington, Corrine Bullard, Baker J. Killington, Franklin Killington, Edmure Killington, Sally Rickon? Are these... I think some of these are like Game of Thrones references. Maybe. I don't know. Could just be a coincidence. Othello. Vincent. I can't really read some of these. Nawar. Is that a Quest for Glory 2 reference? Gabriel, Helene. Alright. Anyway. Donner Killington is notable in the family tree as his real estate holdings and trading positions increased the family fortune tenfold. He and his wife, Sarah Hummel, had 5 healthy children who were all amazingly well regarded and lived long lives. Donner required a vast amount of wealth without using force, war, or any less than savory means. It was said his personality could have sold ice to residents of the northern frostlands. His wife, Sarah, used her skills as a healer and nurse to start many free clinics in Lenaria for the sick and indigent. Sarah came from a small family, all of whom died from disease when she was young. The loss of the entire Hummel family was seen as a great tragedy and is thought to be the impetus for Sarah's charity work. Their eldest son, Rollins, assumed control of the family fortune and oversaw the construction of the Bank of Volksville, which he considered a gift of high architecture to the people of Volksville. He knew of their jealousy of the port of Tyr, and he hoped the building would alleviate that.
The name Hummel caught your eye in that book. You know you've seen or heard that before.
I sure do. All right.
Oh, yeah.
The name...
Oh, this book should help you. It's about religions and monastic orders. Information of the Sentai is on page 321.
Although, also, to be fair, most librarians will not be able to tell you exactly what page the information you're looking for is on. Librarians are awesome, but they're not that awesome. Most of them, anyway. I'm sure some of them could do that. Oh, I think I already... Did I read this one already? Oh, no, I didn't. I read the thing about tar. Dr. Frank Meyer, Religions of... Can't read that. The Sentai are a religious order from the land of Jondar, which lies in the north of Tarsane. Oh, Tarsane, no. The origins of the order are unknown, but they are believed to be not only benign, but benevolent. Promoters of peace, knowledge, and known to help people in need, their main temple is located in Jondar. The temple is a particular note because of the way it glows with a peculiar light. It is said that the lights of the Sentai are powered by the eyes of God, several jewels of extreme value and rare origins. The Eye of Oyorn, the Eye of Mantilla, and the Eye of Yager are the names of the jewels, and the Sentai believe them to be given to them from a divine source to not only use for miraculous feats, but to protect as well. One may recognize a priest of Sentai by their symbol, a pyramid with 3 eyes on it. Neat.
Oh, yes, my. If I can recall from my own readings, that's one of the Sentai's prized symbols of their order. One of the 3 eyes of God. Oh, my. You could read more about them in this book by Isla Lloyd. Try page 12 to start with. Then it's probably worth skimming a bit.
Page 12, The Eyes of God and Other Holy Treasures by Isla Lloyd. This book seeks to provide an academic analysis of these treasure that the Sentai Order refers to as the Eyes of God. Because of their love for knowledge, they have graciously agreed to let me study the gems closely and without restriction. I have the utmost respect for these gems, and I believe in their rarity, but their divinity eludes me. The priests themselves do not worship the stones directly, nor will they spend any more than a moment in a room with them. They are located in a well-hidden and guarded sanctuary under the monastery. Page 65. It was told to me that the Eye of Yager was discovered first, and unlike the other 2, whose origins are either unknown or untold, the story of the Sentai's discovery of Yager is crucial to the construction of not only this monastery, but the city as well. The man who became the legendary first Sentai priest, Jonda, is said to have discovered it while plowing a field in his remote homestead. It is said the gem gave him the vision of how to construct not only the monastery, but the city to support it too. Soon he was using an odd and magnificent machine, a hallmark of the city of Jondar now, to build the temple. Soon others came and were drawn by its power. So the legend goes. The city planning of Jondar seems far too advanced to me, with its proper sewers and an amazing underground water-propelled train, to come from a mere myth. But it makes for great stories. Page 217. I was told I must leave today. The Sentai are not usually this upset, but they told me it had naught to do with me. They begged my forgiveness, but they asked if I could leave immediately. I will comply, and I hope to someday come back and finish my volume on these magnificent stones. I feel as if my understanding of the entire world has changed. There is something about those stones, a power that seems that it comes from some place smaller than I've ever known, yet can produce power like nothing we've ever known either. I am curious. Interesting.
Oh, sure. Let me see. There's a book here about Morai runes. Take a look. Jovan also knows about them. Ask him, too.
You're the best, Gary.
If you ever have some runes to be translated, be sure to show them to Jovan. He can tell you what they mean.
Ooh. Ooh, okay. So I think what I should do then is, maybe, take my charcoal and my paper and draw those runes that I saw on the arch. No puppers. I think that's the cough that you hear, and this is like the ambient sound in this room. There's an occasional coughing.
Ah, the Moroi. They're an odd bunch. I've seen some around lately. They make my skin crawl. Check out around page 300 or so in the Religions of Tarsan.
Okay, yeah, this is the one I read before. Okay, so Tar. The most holy chant is Yor Shelm Macab Tar. I'm gonna write that down. Yor Shelm M apostrophe CABB Tar. Okay, so let's skim this real quick so I can, if there's any information that I forgot. Blah, 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 blah. Return to the physical realm. Chanting, fasting, self-flagellation. Through pain, they will achieve their required enlightenment. Human animal sacrifice. Carnal indulgences. Cataclysm. Great beast with long appendages. A flail called a bodnar. Bodnar. Alright.
Goodbye for now.
Welcome back.
Anything else from you? No, I don't think there's anything else from you. Ferris the Brave.
He was the greatest king of Lunaria. He unified the feuding villages, built the great bridge across the river Silmawin, and commissioned the construction of the Port of Tyr and the King's Road. Thanks
for letting me visit.
Alright, cool. Let's
You pull out.
zap myself away. I'm gonna talk to this Hummel dude.
You head up.
Because I learned about someone who may have been his, may have been a relative of his. Oops. Ah. Wait. So
Yes, that was my childhood home. After my father passed, we buried him there. My mother and I moved out of the house. We just couldn't live there anymore, with my father dead. When she passed, she asked to be buried with him, so I complied, buried her next to him, and I've not gone back. It is my family name. They were a rich family that used to live in the valley, I guess. I've only heard rumors and stories. I don't really care much about them, and I don't like to waste my time talking about it, thank you.
Here, I'd like you to take a look at this.
You hand him his father's diary.
Where did you get this?
Oh, in the hearthstone of the house he grew up in. I believe it was your father's, Jeremy Hummel, or perhaps Jarvis Killington II.
Oh.
He hangs his head and looks at the ground for the moment. He slowly looks back up at you.
Yes, you're correct. Indeed, my father was Jarvis Killington II, the Black Sheep, the one who left. I am Jarvis Killington III, and to tell you the truth, I'm glad the Killington line ended and I now live as a Hummel. There is too much pain and shame in our old name.
Well, that's cool.
Yes.
Oops. Wait.
Yes. I'm really Jarvis Killington III. It is. Ah, yes, my mom. When. Oh, so you're going to find the legendary Eye of Yager too? Many people have tried, though no one's ever come to me about it before. You are the first to find me.
Well, you've kept the secret well. Most people in this valley don't care enough to investigate, and the nerds in the library who might have known never leave the place.
Nerds.
Lucky for you, I'm curious.
What do you want with it?
Well, you know, fortune and glory.
Yeah, but of course.
No, I just want to sell it. There are several interested parties who would be willing to take the gem for a pretty price.
I mean, that's kind of even worse.
Sounds disgusting.
Maybe, but at least it'd be gone, and maybe you could get some of your family's dignity back.
There's no getting it back.
So you can't help?
Yes, I can. A priest of Sentai came to the valley, and he was the one who arranged the burial of the Killington family. He took care of all of the affairs. I later learned he gave a letter to my father. Then he mysteriously disappeared. My father said, I want nothing to do with that family. Never have, never will. Then he said, I took that piece of crap and threw it from the top of the waterfall. Here, have a look at it. I always keep it on me. You may take this with you, if it will help you at all. I'm done with it. It's been too long and I've held on to that family's secrets and shame forever. It stops here.
Yeah, sure. Right.
I don't have anything else to tell you about it. Read the letter.
Neat. Oh, wait.
Goodbye, Mr. Rome, and always, best of luck in your journey.
Thanks. I suppose I'll need it.
Letter.
This is the letter the Sentai priest left with Jarvis Killington II, otherwise known as Hummel.
What? Oh. All things have their place in the universe. All things have their place in nature. This gem has become an abomination to the universe and to the natural order of life. It cannot be used for good at this time, and it should never be used for evil. In its tomb it should stay, for the prescribed time, and 4 guardians shall ensure its slumber, the masters and the servants, the dead and the living. You are entrusted with this, a piece of your family's seal. The mistakes of your father will cost your family greatly, but in return, for now, you are the guardians. Guard this emblem, cherish it. When the time comes, pass it on. Make sure it stays with your blood.
You tuck the letter away again.
Interesting.
It is. Ah, yes. When. Yes. I don't have anything. Well, that's obvious, isn't it? The Killingtons were the lords of this land. I'd venture a guess it's with their mess. If I had to hazard a guess, I think you might seek out Japsworth. His father was a loyal servant to the Killington family, as his father before him.
Right.
My father was given a piece, and he threw it from the waterfall. I'd start by looking around there.
Okay, so probably the Knoll has it.
Well, I'm stymied here, and honestly, I don't care.
Really? My guess is a pair of you actually cares. A lot. Which is why you've held on to this stuff for so long.
Well, I've always thought that it would lie with a Sentai priest who took the pieces. What became of him, I do not know. Good luck, Mr. Rome. Goodbye, Mr.
Thanks.
All right. Well, this is fascinating. We've uncovered a whole big fetch quest full of stuff. All right, let's see. So what I want to do, actually, before I do anything else, is...
This is a bit of Kaiserwood.
Let's turn that in. So, let's go...
You put...
Boop. Head over to the Hermit Homestead.
You decide.
And I guess I should talk to Japsworth again. Also, I should save, because I haven't done that in a while.
Well, I never expected you to complete that task.
It totally reminds me of Deckard Cain.
What can I say? All gypsies usually have the best information.
Okay, now you'll talk to me, right?
Hello, sir. Yeah? Frederick I am. Named after my father, Frederick. Who was named after his father, Frederick. Who was named after his father, Serdif.
Just Frederick backwards.
I love living free here on the grasslands of Lunaria. To me, there's no finer, no freer area. We have the King's Road running through it, yet plenty of wide open space to hunt, fish, gather, live a life. He's a good boy. I'd be lost without his help. There's been a few. In fact, my old friend Hummel was a settler. He had a cottage south of here. The ruins of it are still there. No one's had the heart to tear it down. Good man. Moved here many years ago with his wife and young son and built themselves a home out on the grasslands. I didn't know where they came from, and Hummel was reticent to talk about it, but he was a really friendly and helpful guy. He knew all kinds of fascinating stories. You meet a lot of different folks, living as we do. But the Hummels were one of a kind. They often broke bread with us, but mostly they kept to themselves in their cabin. Didn't venture out too much, except to hunt or fish with me. He was my best friend. We used to hunt and fish. Shame about his death, truly. It still haunts me a bit. We were hunting in the North Woods, you know. It's kind of spooky in there. But we were doing fine when all of a sudden he got spooked and started mumbling the craziest things.
Okay, so I think I kind of sequence broke a little bit. I was probably supposed to talk to this guy first, and that was supposed to give me the realization, oh, he's actually Killington.
We were near the burned down ruins of the old Killington mansion, And whatever he saw in there, well, he turned pale at the sight of the place.
Maybe.
Next thing I know, he said, I can't be here, and ran off. We all ran off to find him, but it was like the forest swallowed him. And we're all experienced woodsmen here. Well, when we found him, it wasn't pretty. He got mauled by a bear, or worse. Truth is, no one knows. We found his body in a clearing in the North Woods. But there was nothing around but his mangled body. No tracks of nothing. Well, we did what we could. We took in his wife and son, and they lived with us for many years. When Mrs. Hummel died, we buried her next to him, in graves outside their old homestead. Their son stayed and lived with us for a time, but eventually he moved on. Well, his boy actually took a job being the caretaker of the King's Bridge that crosses the Great River. He lives in a little cabin up there next to the King's Bridge. It's just a bit north of here. Jarrett is his name. It doesn't get too many visitors up there, especially now with the Great Bridge being washed out. May they rest in peace, that poor family. They all died in a horrible fire that consumed their mansion, near half a century ago. They were a good family, but the rumor was that the father, Jarvis, came home from some trip as mad as a loon. They said he stole a gem from the Sentai, which is something only a fool would do. Well, then again, they often say the rich are fools. Wealthy fools, but fools nonetheless. People say the gem, the Eye of Yaga, is still somewhere in the old ruins. But I think they're crazy. If there was anything left in that mansion, it was picked clean long ago. They were good people. They were just looking to start over. He was a good friend. He used to tell me things. Things he'd never tell anyone else.
Ooh, like what?
I kept my promise to him, though. I made sure to keep his secrets safe in stone. I've already said too much, I think.
Ah. And that was probably the clue to look in the fireplace, which I already did.
Good boy.
Alright, cool.
Goodbye, sir. Take care and enjoy your time in the homestead.
I wonder if there's any point in asking the fortune teller. She keeps saying, like, oh, come back later. But then every time I come back, it's a waste of money. Okay, so... what's my next move?
This is the diary of Jeremy Hummel, Jarrett's father. That last entry in the diary makes you think he was really Jarvis Killington II.
I know I'm near the end, and I'm happy with the life I've chosen for my family and me. There once was anger at what my father did and became, but now there's only sadness for what happened then. The loss of our home and lands is insignificant to the loss of my siblings and my parents. I traded my name for a new start, but perhaps when I leave here I may still greet the Killingtons as kin. Jeremy Hummel. Yeah, it wouldn't let me read it before. It said it was, like, boring. Again, probably because I got it out of sequence.
This holy symbol is from an It's a scale you took off a nasty cave worm.
Oh yeah, so I want to go see if I can copy the runes down.
You pull up.
Although, yeah, again, I can't really go straight to the woods.
You head up.
Go here. And then...
the forest is...
Nope. I have to go this way.
This structure is now so overgrown, you can only guess at its original purpose.
Oh, right. I still can't... Oh, yeah, it was suggested that I find some way to get to smoke smoke out the wasps in that fireplace. That's another thing I gotta do. I gotta buy some smoking goods from Armand in town. But first, I'm gonna do this. Get that herb. Yeah. Something, something, just blaze. Can I go this way? Oh, I can. This is good, exploring this place during the day. Because it was evening when I came here last.
The path.
Excuse me. Hello, trees. I mean, tree ants. It's not thinking with portals, it's thinking with force fields. I can't fit that.
You place the paper on the runes and make a rubbing. You now have a copy of the runes.
Sweet.
This is the paper with the runes you rubbed off the Moroi archers. That doesn't...
Alright, good. Perfect. I'll take that to Tyr in a minute.
You put...
First... Actually, let's take it to Tyr now.
You decide.
Because, if I'm in Tyr when night falls, I can't leave. Which sucks. Oh.
So, you seek the eye.
Oh god.
But you do not know what it looks at.
You were like off screen, I can't even see you.
Buddy, your back is bleeding. You think I'm going to listen to you?
You mock me, but my pain will soon be yours. The eye will be Tar's someday and feast on your soul.
Tell him to wear a bib, because I get messy.
Perhaps now is the time to leave him with a mark, so you won't forget your place on the water.
Excuse me, is there a problem here?
Problem? God.
You may address me as Captain, sir. Lack of manners is a grievous offense to me.
I was just leaving, Captain.
Damn right.
Excellent. Have a pleasant day.
Bye. Hope you find your missing shirt.
The guy eyeballs you with the classic death stare. No one anywhere.
I really wish I could see him.
Soon, watch your back. Do get lost, Mr. Rowe.
Oh, there we
Are
go.
you all right, Mr. Rowan?
Oh yeah, fine. Attacked by a shirtless dude with a whip and saved by a chick in a bikini. My life is amazing.
Hey, that chick in a bikini is freaking amazing, okay?
One day you'll appreciate my ability to save you.
I do. She's great.
Oh, I appreciate it already. I'm just ornery.
Fair, I guess.
Well, I have other matters to attend to. Try to avoid the Moroi. They're vile creatures.
They sure are.
What the hell is going on?
Well, that was intriguing. They kind of are. I really like Valeris in particular. She's like one of my favorite characters in this game. Okay, so here, have this rubbing of these runes I made.
Ah, yes, let's see here. These are Moroi runes. Those crazy Moroi. Can't believe they still pop up.
Yeah, mad props to Jen Pattison, who is the artist of the portraits, the character portraits in this game. She is an amazing artist, and her work is shown very well in this game.
Interesting. Well, from this rubbing, it appears they say, is there a way in?
Okay.
These lower indents suggest it's part of a puzzle. Moroi are fans of rearrangement puzzles.
Is there a way in? Okay.
Thanks, sir.
You are entirely welcome, young man.
Okay, but so... So I have to just turn it upside down, right? Turn the last one upside down? I used to be... I used to consider myself an artist. Now I hardly ever draw much. I'm trying to get back into it. Which is... excuse me. That's what my Patreon is for. It's like trying to kick my ass into drawing more. But I mean, I'm not nearly as good an artist as she is. Okay, so I guess let's go... Well, okay, before I go back to those ruins, let's go to Volksville.
You put...
And...
You head off.
Buy some smoke leaf. Was there anything else that this guy sold that I wanted? Let me see.
Hey, Udo.
Anything new?
It's always something here in the Valley of Krashna, isn't it? If you haven't visited her...
I don't really have the equipment to do an art stream because I don't do digital art. I do, I just do like traditional pencil paper. But thank you, I appreciate it. That might be another good way to get myself back into drawing, is to actually like do some damn art streams. Snake oil, rubbing alcohol, oil and perfume. Yeah, okay, I don't need that. Okay, so I want to acquire some smokables. That's true, yeah. I'd have to figure out how to like position it so you could actually see what I was doing. But people have done that before. That's another thing I want to do. I want to do a cooking stream. Because I'm a big fan of baking. And I'd love to do, I don't know, some kind of thing regarding that. That'd be cool. Why do I keep losing my hotspots? Just turn off automatically. I'm not doing anything, I swear. Okay. Oh, you do
Hello,
bagels?
young master. Welcome to my shop.
Nice. I've never done bagels before, although I did just recently start doing yeast breads, and I'm having a lot of fun doing that. My plan, the next thing I want to make yeast bread wise is challah. I should have done it during Hanukkah, but I didn't. I didn't have the time. But yeah, I've done. The first thing I did when I started doing yeast bread was focaccia, and like, it's been a big hit. Like I brought it to my parents' house for like I think my brother's birthday, and like, it all got devoured. And like since then, people have been begging me to make more. So I'm clearly doing something right. So I've done focaccia, I've done French bread, which turned out really good, and dinner rolls, which were okay. Those could have been better. But yeah, I want to do challah, and I want to do cinnamon rolls are my next bread plans. But aside from that, I usually do like desserts. I do a lot of like cookies and pies and stuff. Okay, let's see. I feel like I should splurge on the good stuff. Maybe I should try stealing it. Or Kenmati leaf, maybe. Or this cigar. I guess I should have a pipe too, huh? Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can steal... Wait, let's see. I'm gonna steal this.
Your attempt at larceny failed. You gained some experience. You don't think you could attempt that again today? You have just purchased a well-rolled cigar. You should enjoy smoking this.
Wait, it just said he has one left. But he clearly has another one. Okay. So, if I... Alright, let's see.
You pull out.
So there's two things I want to do with smoking things, and that's I want to try to smoke out the wasps in the fireplace, and I also want to give it to the gnoll. So I don't know which one to do with what, but I guess we'll give the cigar to the gnoll. See if that works. Where was the gnoll? It was at the waterfall, which is somewhere up here. I guess we'll go there and head south from there. So how'd you get into baking bagels? It was just like a thing that you decided, I want to start baking bagels, or like, did someone teach you, or how'd you start doing that? Also, do you have any tips if I want to start baking bagels? Because I've never made them before. Noob tips. Bagel noobs. Where the heck was the waterfall? Oh, here's this guy again. He doesn't really have much to say, though. Talked to him once before. There's a swamp. Don't need to go in there again. Oh, here we go. Here's the waterfall.
You pull out your trusty rope and climb down to the banks below.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've worked at a couple bakeries myself, but never in one where I got to make bagels. Boiled? Mm-hmm.
Seriously, it was nice to see someone else in here for a moment, but if you don't leave in the next 60 seconds, I will remove your head.
Would you say that if I gave you this lovely cigar? Here you go.
Hey, have his pipe.
Oh, thanks, I guess. So what am I supposed to do with an empty pipe?
I didn't give you an empty pipe, I gave you a cigar.
Why would you give that away?
I didn't... Alright, fine. Okay, so I was supposed to give him the pipe and some leaf to put in it, I'm assuming. Alright, fine. Fine. Fine.
You pull out.
Alright.
You head off.
You've smoked corn silk. Really? I have never smoked anything, and I never intend to start, because smoking is gross. Alright, well, I guess I gotta try,
Hello, young.
I can't steal anything.
Shopkeeper. You have purchased a smoking pipe.
And then we'll get some of the good stuff. Not the best stuff, but the good stuff.
You have purchased some Kenmati leaf tobacco.
I have the money for it. I can splurge a little bit. Okay. Now, let's try that again.
You pull out.
Actually, I'm just gonna do this. Rather than go all the way to the graveyard, I'm just gonna head out of town. Actually, I guess I should go to the graveyard to try the wasp smoking. Although I have no idea if that's gonna work, but it's worth a try. Plus, I mean, even if I wasted money, I can always get more. There are plenty of monsters to fight that will give me money. Oh, this is new. Bees!
You see a lovely young woman who appears to be tending to some bees. You see a
How do I know she's lovely behind the bee mask?
Hello there.
The bee net.
Hello, sir. How are you? I am Midas, sir.
Oh!
I tend bees out here. People are afraid of getting stung, so I keep them outside of town.
She might actually be able to help me with the wasps.
They're interesting creatures. The way they work as a colony fascinates me. I'm lucky enough to work with them, but even I still need smoke to manage them. Smoke helps keep the bees docile, but did you also know smoke will make wasps and hornets run off like crazy?
Sweet.
I did not.
Yeah, they don't like it. You have to find something to burn that will make a lot of smoke, though.
Ooh, and I should buy the tinderbox or the flint and steel also.
Dry stuff doesn't work as well as something slightly damp. I would try to mix something damp and wet, like moss, with something dry that easily burns.
Okay, great. So I didn't need the cigar at all. But, yeah,
Honey's amazing. Not only is it sweet and nutritious, it's also a good salve and has healing properties. I sell my honey to both Gwen and Jared. Gwen uses it in their rations for energy. Jared uses it in his healing potions.
Awesome.
Thanks for stopping by to chat. Not too many folks do.
Sweet. Okay, that was exactly the information I needed. So good. I have moss already. Maybe that stick. Oh, and it's evening. Oh, damn it. That means I can't buy flint and steel, I don't think, because the shops will be closed. I know, yeah, I want to see your face too. Okay, so I got moss. And, or the straw, actually, that might work too.
It's a handful of...
Straw might work. But I know the smith is out in the evening, so there's that. Yeah. Well, but probably not though, because that's why she's got the net on it, so that she doesn't get covered in bee stings. But maybe she forgot to wear it one day. Okay. Again, I keep needing to go investigate that well some more, and I keep forgetting about it. Alright, so I think the, oh. Why is that door open? That's weird. Huh. Interesting.
Hello again. Hello there. Hello there. I have a whole array of health. Everyone bought out my
sounds.
Oh. You take.
Right. I already talked to you about everything that matters. Hello, Mr. Smithy Dude.
How can I help you?
With your terrifyingly deep voice. Hang on. See if I can steal some of that armor.
How can I help?
The blacksmith is watching you in. The black.
No, okay. Gotta try later in the day, I guess. Or tomorrow, rather. What about, since the apothecary was open, maybe the general goods store will be open. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
The door.
Damn it. Okay. Well, what's her face? Kayana said she was going to be here again tomorrow night, which is tonight. So maybe I should hang around here for a bit. Hey, Krungling. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. It's a little bit unpolished. It could use some bug fixing love, but there's a lot to it. Like it's a very like big sprawling game with a lot of possibilities. And there's different ways to play it. So I would say like if you because there's 3 different character classes you can play as. I'm doing the sorcerer path, but there's 2 others which I don't recall what they're called. But if you want to try out the other paths, then I would definitely recommend buying the game yourself and playing them, choosing different character types to see what the puzzles are like, or what the different solutions to things might be. Okay, so what should I do at this point? I can't. Let's see. I wonder if can I just like mix.
You add some
there we
damp
go.
green moss to the top of the straw. What a great mixture that turned out to be.
Perfect. Oh, and then since I have the pipe and the leaf, I should go visit the knoll again. Yes, you're right.
This pipe is great for smoking tobacco. Every man needs one of these.
Although also I wonder if I need the tinderbox or flint and steel or something to light the pipe. I might be missing a vital component, but I can try it.
A bitter and strong leaf, the Kenmati leaf, is the tobacco of choice for the middle class. This is a bizarre mixture of moss and straw.
Alright, so anyway. Back to what I was doing before I met that lovely beekeeper who gave me all that lovely information about how to get rid of wasps. Hey, there she is again. Oh, hello. You are, whatever you are, I forget what you're called. Oops. Little goblin dude.
You could feel...
Smack. Ow.
Damn it.
Poke.
That bar. Searching the...
Thank you. Oh, right, these guys. Well, I gave them money already, right? So they should just let me pass. Yeah. Alright, great. Bye, guys. Let's see, where was the waterfall? Oh.
The brute is a badass outlaw who lives in the forest and attacks unwary travelers.
I haven't fought that guy before.
Let's talk. You could feel...
Whoa. Oh, he's cool looking. I'm gonna kick his ass.
That's how it's done. Searching the corpse reveals some blight.
Nice try, Mr. Brute. Right, it was right next to the swamp.
You put...
So I wonder if there's any point to getting that cigar then. Just for my own enjoyment, I suppose.
Seriously?
Alright, here. Have a pipe.
Stop giving people your junk.
No. Here.
Hey, look, man, you need to relax. You've been alone on a pile of treasure for too long. Here, have his tobacco.
Well, I suppose I could indulge a little.
Oh good, he has his own light, thank God.
The Gnoll takes the pipe and ignites it. He takes in small, enjoyable puffs. The aroma of fine tobacco spreads through the room, and he seems, well, happier.
Damn, man. You know, that was just what I needed.
What is this music?
Hey, no problem.
Here, I want you to have this. It's obvious you need it. I know. It's not worth anything, and I'm never gonna leave here to use it anyway.
Oh, elsewhere.
He gets closer.
Yes, of course. This is just what we want.
I just hope he can do it. I don't want to have to try.
Don't worry. We'd never trust you with that.
Wow, thanks.
What happens then when he does find it?
Leave that to me. I have him just where we need him. He'll be of further use to us. Trust me.
And then I have my way.
Yes, of course. But for now, stay the course.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Of course I do. This is for the benefit of everyone. Just remember that.
Yes, for the greater good. Of course.
The greater good. Alright, cool. Thanks, Noel.
The Gnoll is sitting on the giant pile of treasure, smoking his pipe. You already got what you wanted here. Better not push your luck.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh crap! You slipped on the wet edge.
Sploosh. Oh.
You took this living piece of the seal from that Gnoll behind the waterfall.
Cool. Alright, so that's one.
This is...
This again. Masters and the servants, dead and the living. Okay, so I have living.
You took.
Yeah. Okay, so the living, so I have that, and then the servants, probably, Japsworth has it. Oh, it is nighttime now, so I should go to the pub.
You pull. You head up.
Just slip over the gate. You know, like a totally non-suspicious, perfectly legal person who is not doing anything untoward. I know, right? That dry straw is certainly not dry anymore.
Well, you don't see Kayana here. She did say to meet here. I know because I was paying attention. I'm always paying attention. Like you care. Anyway, she's not here like she said she would be.
What a jerk. Well...
Hey, I'm not a bloody messenger service. But that big-breasted whore who was hanging around the other night asked me to pass on a message to you.
Oh, that's pleasant.
Oh, she wants to meet me. Somewhere romantic.
You wish. No, she said to tell you. I couldn't meet in town as it's too dangerous. Meet me in the north, just past the trees that never sleep.
Oh, right, and I wanted to mess with the runes on that arch, too, so that would be a good thing to do on the way there.
Bitch made me remember it word for word, too.
Thanks, Kit. Just what needed. Another bloody riddle.
I just pass on the messages, pal.
And you do it so well.
Cool. That kit, by the way, is...
See this? My father gave this to me. This old thing is the most precious thing I own.
Kit, is... So her appearance is based on Jen Pattison, the artist I was mentioning. So Jen basically just did a self-portrait, and she's the bartender here. It's not her voice, though, as far as I know. I'm pretty sure it's not.
My old papa told me it was the greatest gift he could give me. That it was our family's honor and legacy. And I should protect it with my life. So I never taken it off. And I never will.
Come on, Japsworth, you old fraud. Enough of this crap already.
Hey, hi, Human Interact. What's up?
Ugh, bah. Forget these peasants. If you really want to talk with me, let's get out of here.
You're in a different time zone. Nice. Are you on the West Coast now?
I want you all to know that I like none of you half as much as you like me, but twice as much as I love the beer.
Guess you may as well follow the old coot.
Yes, let's do that. Surely he won't lead me to an alley and knife me in the stomach.
Well, I need a drink. I won't say no to a whiskey.
We just left the bar, though. Ah, yes. Iron Brew!
So, you have more stories about the Killingtons, then?
Man, he built this treehouse once. It were amazing. Oh, boy, speaking of treehouses, did you know those drunken oafs that live in the south build them? Righteous bastards they are. One time I took on 3 of them at once. Got my ass kicked. But I got their liquor, so I really won.
Yeah, I've heard this before, you old drunk.
Yeah, well, fine then. Be that way. I need a drink.
Yeah, like, he just said, hey, let's get out of here, and then
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, okay. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know, I bet I was supposed to, like, bonk him on the head and take his spiel or something. I was probably supposed to attack him. Oh, I don't want to do that. He didn't do anything to me.
See this? My...
Come on.
Ugh. I want you...
Gonna go rough him up.
Guess you may...
Well, I need it.
Hey, thank you for the follow. Yeah, no, it totally is. I'm clearly not playing this game with the right mindset. I want to be nice to everyone.
The old guy really reeks. You're not about to get close enough to frisk him.
Hey, Japsworth, what's that behind you?
Please don't kill him.
What? Where?
Using the flat of your sword, you hit Japsworth across the midsection.
Okay. Oh.
Ha! He spewed! That's so damn cool.
No, it's not.
You quickly remove the necklace from around Japsworth's neck and stow it in your backpack.
Alright, that is acceptable. Gross.
You see a drunken, older man. He looks like he's attempting to dress like an adventurer, but he looks more like a stuffed rhubarb.
Yes, bouncing blue blob thingy, also known as the Antwerp from Quest for Glory 1, or Heroes Quest 1. Alright, sweet.
This is an ugly little necklace. You wonder why Japsworth cared about it so much. There appears to be a small box on the end of the necklace. You examine the necklace more closely and see a small latch, which you flip open. Inside is a small key, which you take.
Ooh. The bank key. Oh, well that's cool.
It's a small yet fancy silver key which you got from the locket you appropriated from Japsworth.
This looks like it could open some kind of storage or safety box.
Alright. Well, perfect. I'm right here. Oh, okay, so then I also need to go to the tree ant clearing. So I should go do that. I should also stop for the night, but let me at least I'll point myself in the direction of the North Woods so that I remember what I was doing.
You head up.
So graveyard. Of course, I gotta fight this dude first. I mean, I guess I don't have to, but it's gonna take me like 2 seconds.
You could.
Quick heal first.
Damn it.
You can also run, I guess, but I'm a fight. Could use more money anyway.
Damn it. Damn it.
Wow, you suck. Come on.
Damn it.
Continue to suck. There we go.
Nice. Search.
Okay, so let's point myself in the direction of the North Woods, like I said. Because I'm assuming she wants to meet me tonight, although she'll probably be there tomorrow night too. But just in case, let's use the time we have while we have it. Come on. Go west, young man. Okay, here we go. All right. So I'm just going to stop here and name my save file appropriately so that I remember what I was doing. This is like the whole meeting Katrina thing in Quest for Glory 4. Ooh, the bleeding edge memes or emojis. Let's see. Well, I don't have a lot, but I've got hem cream. Wait, sorry. Shoot, I forgot. It might be case sensitive. In fact, I think it is. I never even I never use them myself, so I totally forget how to type them. Damn it. I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it with a shoot. There it is. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Yes, it's right. It's capital H, capital C. Thank you, Krungling. That one is to signify a truly moon-logic-y puzzle. And the significance of that one is taken from Gabriel Knight 3, where I had to open a window, but the window was stuck, and the correct solution to that puzzle was to rub hemorrhoid cream on the window frame, which is not how hemorrhoid cream works, I'm pretty sure. That puzzle, I think, is worse than the infamous cat hair mustache puzzle in that same game. But yeah, that's that one. There's Alien Kiss. I think it's that. Yeah, there we go. Ha! I remembered it. Alien Kiss, which is the it's not a very good one, but it's the xenomorph kissing Roger Wilco from Space Quest 2. I have a Sarian emote. I think it's... Nope, that's not that. I forget what the command is for that one. There's Tunado, which is more for Reciteer. Oh god, I totally forget what all my emotes are. I'm sorry. I'm really bad at keeping up on that. I know I have them. There's like a list in like my Franker Face Z thing, but I'm not gonna check it right now just because it's about time for me to end stream. So I'll try to make up a list of them. There you go. Thank you, Crumley. You're the best. Yes, the ghetto one was also what I was trying to remember. I couldn't remember if it had had an exclamation mark at the end or not. See, some of my followers are way better at this than I am. So yes, those are basically my emote things. I have ideas for other ones that I have not implemented yet. I should get around to that at some point. But yes, so we'll do that. So I'm going to stop there for the night. Probably no stream tomorrow because it's New Year's Eve and also it's my anniversary with my boyfriend. So no stream then. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move my Tuesday night game to Wednesday this week. So instead of Reciteer on Wednesday, I'll be doing more Lamplight City. So that's my plan for this week. So there will be no stream tomorrow, but there will be a stream Wednesday. So I hope to see you guys there. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed tonight's foray into Infamy. And let's find someone to raid. Who is playing something good right now? Ooh. Taco Salad, as always, who is like so good at playing like games that are like within the same like category of games that I like to play. He's playing Thimbleweed Park right now, so let's raid him. Oops, raid channel. Taco Salad. There we go. So yeah, thank you again, and I will see you on Wednesday for Lamplight City in a slight upset of my usual streaming schedule, but after this week, things should return to normal, and we should be doing the usual Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday Quest for Infamy, Lamplight City, Reciteer. Yeah, so I will see you on Wednesday, and enjoy some Lamplight City, courtesy of the fine gentleman, Taco Salad 77. And have a good night, everyone. Happy New Year.